Welcome back, Labs Quest Barbecue, where we're making meals to die for. Today, a very special treat. If you page back a few episodes, you'll see I made a bespoke mac and cheese. Delicious, creamy, wonderful mac and cheese. I'm taking it to a whole new level this time. I'm making butter chicken mac and cheese. That's right, where I have those two flavors come together in a nice mix. And for the butter chicken flavor, I'm using this amazing Good Food for Good sauce, this butter chicken sauce. I'm not sure that's what they intended it to be used, but it's all natural, organic. Loving it. Thanks to the folks at Good Food for Good for supplying. We're going to put it in some nice tubiletti. We're going to put it in some cast iron and smoke it. Smoke. And we're going to have some smoked cheese. I took some Balderson cheese earlier in the week. Check out, by the way, my How to Smoke Cheese episode. But I've got this delicious smoked cheese. They've been sealed for about a week, ready to release their goodness. All that's going to go in. And don't forget, everyone, smash that subscribe button. Thank you all for my subscribers. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Fantastic momentum. Thanks for all the comments as well, suggestions. Really appreciate everything you've been sharing. Lots more fun stuff to come. I've got some great partnerships coming on board with All Barbecue Canada and Dubreton Pork, and lots of great food. And of course, these great brands such as Good Food for Good. Lots of interesting things coming from them. So like I said, stay tuned. Let's get cooking. All right, first things first, there's a lot that goes into this recipe. In one way, in another way, it's very simple. Now, I've already had the chicken on the Yoder, smoke it away, so it is ready, basically. So I'm just letting it rest. I've got no heat over here, it's just resting over there. We're gonna shred it up to put it in. We're gonna have a base, first of all, of onions. So let's get working on our onions and get those going. Some nice caramelized onions, always a welcome addition to a butter chicken mac and cheese. So yeah, butter chicken mac and cheese. So if you page back, the original bespoke mac and cheese has got a mix of very fun ingredients. Of course, it's got cheese, got milk, lots of butter, it's lots of different spices. It's got mango chutney in it. This is the original I'm talking about, not this recipe. It's got the Worcestershire sauce, which we'll keep for this recipe, and some mustard, all of which goes into the original. But in this recipe, as I said, we're going to take advantage of our Good Food for Good sauce, and that will replace a lot of those flavors in some ways. This is probably hot enough, I would suspect. A little bit of olive oil. Yeah, it's going well. Let's start getting our onions in. We want to caramelize those, so we're going to take our time, which will kind of add our base. And while those are caramelizing, so I don't know. I mean, this cook in one way takes a long time, but not really, because if you turn the smoker on or your barbecue on and get your chicken ready, and you want your chicken cooked pretty much close to where it should be from a temperature perspective, and then you just add it in at the end, and we'll mix it in as you will see. All right, so we'll just let them get going. In a bit, we'll add some salt and pepper to them, nothing heavy. So for now, we have our water boiling, and what we're going to do is take our pasta to about 70% because we want to absorb all the goodness. So it won't be fully cooked pasta, actually even less. Our pasta will be cooked to about half. So very al dente, just enough to absorb that wonderful goodness. By the way, enjoying, as you might have seen from the hat again, some twisted flat rock, which will go delicious with our bespoke butter chicken mac and cheese. So cheers, everyone. Now, while we're waiting, let's get prepped up our cheese. So as I said, I did some smoking on the weekend, last weekend, because it like 7 days. I got some hand-pulled mozzarella. Look at the color on that. Look at the color there from that mozzarella. So that's exciting. Gold cheese, and then that Balderson classic. So let's rip these open and shred them up. But I love that aroma from freshly smoked, home-smoked cheese. And now every barbecuer I've ever watched wishes you could smell that aroma at home, but beautiful. Just a nice mix, not too strong. This is going to go so well in our mac and cheese. And so we have some old cheddar as well. And then a ball of mozzarella. As we want about 300 grams, I guess, of cheese in total. It is mac and cheese, and we're making a goodly amount. All right, so let's get those shredded. I mean, not the most interesting television shredding cheese. So we'll show you a little bit of it, but then, we'll cut to the end for the magic of television. All right, our onions are coming along nicely. So now I'm going to start cutting up our chicken, which already has come off the yoder. I cooked it at about 350, and I'm going to leave the yoder running because I'm going to put the mac and cheese in there. And I chose bone-in chicken because it's a little tender. So let's just take this one apart, get all of our chicken off here. I do have to admit, I do love the chicken with a little bit of chicken skin for the cook. Delicious, just simple with salt and pepper. My wife is not a big lover of the skin, so I'm probably going to shred most of that out. And I might just save that for myself. So thanks again, everyone, for following and for commenting. Let me know what you want to cook. I got lots of ideas, lots of fun things coming up, and I got lots of great partners who are coming on board, giving me new product to try, so you get to try it first, so to speak. We get to try it together. So we're looking forward to the summer, obviously. All right, so our pasta is in, which means we're about 5 minutes away, so it's cooking. So I'm going to put a bit of flour in here. Just to create a base, not too much. That's about a quarter cup. Mix that about. Just to create our base. Fry it up. Actually, I'll put a little bit more. So a full quarter cup. No, is this a quarter cup? It's a half cup. A full half cup of flour. I'm not really making a roux per se, but I'm thickening up our pasta. And then this is where the magic comes in. So I'm going to mix some oat milk. You can use whatever you want. Dairy, of course. Pour some of that in. Just enough. Now, in my bespoke mac and cheese recipe, I used a full liter. Now, in this, I'm going to start here, play it by ear a bit, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there. Worcestershire sauce, say it with me. You all know I love saying Worcestershire sauce. And then now I'm going to put in our Good Food for Good butter chicken sauce. And we're going to just kind of keep an eye on it and get it as saucy as we can. Let's take a... delicious. Not overpowering, just perfect. Already, I'm liking the sauce. Already, I think I want a bit more oats. I'll play it as it goes. Now I'm going to taste this, and we'll see if it needs some separate curry powder, because I do want it very butter chickeny. Very nice. Very nice. Now, oh, that's really good. So I'm going to put in a little bit, like a tablespoon, of a generic curry powder. Kick it up a notch. From a curry flavor. There you go. It's about a tablespoon. A little bit more oat milk. Right now I've probably got about half a liter in there. I'm very happy as everything gets absorbed. Now we put the spices in. Looking fantastic. So I'm going to turn the heat right down to nothing, almost nothing. But there's plenty of heat, and of course it's going into the smoker to finish off. So let's get our cheese in here. All of our yummy smoked cheese. Look at that. Look at that, eh? Fold in our cheese, and like a baker there. First half in. And that's probably about 300 grams. Like, remember, if you go back again to the bespoke cheese original recipe, I used Cracker Barrel smoked cheese, bespoke smoked. I'll pour a little bit of pasta water in there as well to thin it up. And then in it goes into the cast iron pans and onto the smoker for a little bit. All right. Our pasta is now officially al dente. So let's get that up and add it with a little pasta water into here. And we mix. Look at that cheesiness, that butter chickenness, man. This is gonna be amazing. All right, now, lots of cheese coming out there. Now let's get our chicken in. Some bigger chunks, some smaller chunks, some shreds. Something for everybody. Yeah, it's a little dry, so let's put some more oat in. I want it a bit creamier. All right, this looks amazing. Really happy with the way this turned out. Now we're going to plate it into our cast iron and put it over in the smoker to finish it off. All right, check that out. Now, into the yoder it goes for the final phase. We've been cooking our butter chicken mac and cheese, smoky butter chicken mac and cheese now for half an hour, just under half an hour at 350 on the yoder. So let's do the big reveal. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's take one of these out. My handy dandy heat gloves from Lee Valley Tools. Let's take a look at this big one. Very sussy. This one's a good one. It's sussy. There you go. Bespoke, smoky butter chicken mac and cheese.